What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Good. We all here, ready for another banger, another podcast like no one else can do it. We got a good podcast for you guys today. A lot of good stuff to talk about. Yes, new background. I want to do different things with the live stream. So for you guys that's listening on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever podcasts are, you guys won't be able to see this, so you don't know what I'm talking about. However, the live podcast, we have to have graphics because people got to watch Twitch. They can't just be watching a black screen. So I had an idea to do an overlay myself. That seems like it's going to take some time. So for the time being, when we do podcasts, until I finish and I can put the stuff up, I'm going to dedicate it to different types of art. So every week, we're going to have a new graphic artwork up here. And if I can get the authors of it, then, I'll give that a shout out. This one didn't have one, so unfortunately, I don't know who to shout out for it. However, it's a nice one. It's nice and bubbly. Nice colors, so figured that worked. Yeah. So, yeah, we got some good stuff. We got the regular crew -1. But the train keeps rolling. The train keeps rolling. So let's get straight up into it, and then I'll do some announcements, and then we'll, start the stories and stuff like that. So introducing first, living in Atlanta. She out here making money moves. Made her very first debut on the Real Ones Gaming channel this week. It's Maya97.
Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday. Yes. So make sure you wear your mask. Make sure you keep that hand sanitizer on you. If you're going somewhere, don't let nobody touch you, bump into you. Oh, excuse no. Okay. Don't even let them breathe near you. All right. Yeah. So I'm coming back to streaming. Yes. I actually streamed early this morning. It wasn't planned, but I streamed early this morning. And you can find me on Twitch at Maya_97. You can also find me on Twitter at Maya with 2 A's _97. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Get out there and get that shine.
Yes.
Yes. Because you're an affiliate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Go out there and make that extra money. Shit.
Yeah.
Run them commercials 20 times a day like I be doing. Shit. And next up, also living in Atlanta, but makes his way from Jersey. Did I do it this one time? It's Jersey. He's from Jersey. What do y'all eat in Jersey?
Shit. Anything and everything, man.
Okay. So it's not like one specific food thing y'all eat?
Nah.
Okay. So I can't even shout out the food thing that they eat. But however, it's Jersey. It's King AJ.
Yo, it's King AJ, aka Young Barry in the building. Always represent Jersey. And I've been streaming on Twitch lately. I got some new content coming for y'all for YouTube. You can find me on both on Twitch it's King AJ _15. On YouTube it's King AJ 15, all one word. And you can find me on Twitter where I mostly interact with all my fans, all of my supporters on Twitch at King AJ _15. And you can find me on IG at King AJ _15 where I just do random stuff, post random videos. And y'all, like Maya said, stay masked up, stay prayed up, and please do not let nobody in your circle.
Word. Deep. Meaningful on so many levels at this time. And Potter said that you guys eat pork rolls. I don't know what that is, but sounds like it might be good. So, pork rolls. I'm Greensp _. You can check me out Monday through Friday, 8:30 or 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course. You can also catch me out on this channel on Saturdays because I'm part of the stream team. So I'm the first. Well, I'm not the first, but I'm the first thing you see on Saturday mornings at 12 noon. So yes, I think we had a pretty good time yesterday. We played Call of Duty. I did a little bit of Among Us. Among Us is actually fun. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. We just gotta get it to work for Pinky.
Yeah, she spent the $5 on it.
I had no room on my phone to get it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. It's very simple, but very cool. You can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram, Greensp _R1G, and you can check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv /Greensp _. Anything I've been doing lately? I've been doing things mostly for RealOnesGaming. I got a highlight reel coming up pretty soon for Real Ones. I want to do something more to showcase everybody's talents. The website is being updated as we speak. Just waiting for the maintenance to stop so I can finish uploading it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. And Miss Pinky 313 isn't here today. She's sitting today out, but she will be back next week. You can catch Pinky out on all sources of social medias. You can catch her on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Let me see if I got the notes here for her. You can follow her on social media platforms to stay in touch with her. And the Pink Squad. On Instagram, you can reach her at 313 Queen Pinky. On Twitter, you can reach her at Miss Pinky 313 Play _. And you can check out her on YouTube, 313 Miss Pinky. Yes. Don't forget to also check out our sponsors, Grinding Gaming Co. And yeah. Boom. So yeah, let's get into the news. First we always do the free stuff. You know, we like free. Free 99 is for us. Or as everybody else say, if it's free, it's for me. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Maya, why don't you start off and tell them what they can get free for Twitch?
So the free games for this month is Autonauts. I was about to say Octonauts again. Pumped BMX Pro, Eevee or Effie, Tiny Troopers, Joint Ops, Outcast, Second Contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
I looked at some of them. Eefy or Effie or whatever the hell it's called looks pretty cool. It kind of looked like an old Zelda game.
Yeah, from the picture, that's what it definitely looks like.
Yeah,
And
from
then
the back
like
of it.
Outcast look like it could be something like what's the game? Is it Outer Worlds or something like that? Yes.
But yeah, those are the free games for Twitch. They look pretty cool. I played Pump BMX Pro on PlayStation, so I think I played it on my phone too. It was a phone game too, so I know what that is. But AJ, why don't you give us the free PlayStation games?
Free PlayStation games for September of this month are PUBG and Street Fighter 5. If you don't have these two downloaded, PUBG was one of them games that everybody was trying to get on the PlayStation for a while. It's been on Xbox forever. So now, to our PlayStation fans out there, we got PUBG. And to our fighters out there that love Street Fighter and that love competition, we got Street Fighter for y'all too, man. So hop on these free deals, man, because they gonna go quickly.
And I just found out that this edition of Street Fighter, it not only comes with Street Fighter 5, but it comes with 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it comes with other Street Fighters. So, so it's like a collection deal.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I mean that's not bad. You get a nice little collection. So go out there. So basically you're getting like 6 games. Because you're getting like 5 Street Fighters and then you're getting PUBG. So yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So y'all can go check that out. And you can play online. They have an online system, of course. That's ranked and everything else. And I guess this is the game that everyone's playing because it's like the MLG version. Did they come out with a Street Fighter 6? Or was this the last one?
I think this was the last one.
Okay.
I think this was the last one.
Okay. So, yeah. This is the latest Street Fighter, and this is the one that everyone is playing. So, go grab it. And the Xbox free games for the month of September. You Xbox players, you can get Tom Clancy's The Division, which is out from September 1st to September 30th. It was originally $29.99. However, you get it for free. You can also get, for the Xbox One, the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. That's out there this Wednesday, September 16th to October 15th. So you guys get a little bit later. You get a whole 30 days. So that used to be $19.99. It's free. And then you only have about 2 more days, which is Tuesday the 15th. You have until Tuesday the 15th to get De Blob 2. because that was available from September 1st until September 15th. That was $19.99. It is free for you guys. And then last but not least, on September 16th to September 30th, you guys will be able to get Armed and Dangerous, which was a $10 game. However, it is free for you guys until the 30th. Yes. Yes, y'all. But it's okay, because y'all shouldn't be worrying about free games because class is now in session. I think. Make sure you sit down. Bring all apples to the front. And it's time for Maya's classroom. Or maybe not. Alright. I will, matter of fact, let's save it. Let's
Just save it and then
when she gets back. So we'll get into stories. We'll come back to Maya's classroom as soon as she gets back. And we'll do that. So starting up with the quick news stories. So quick news stories. We have number one, Xbox Series S. Yes, S, not X. The price has been leaked. I don't know if it's a leakage because they had a whole goddamn video about it, and posters and shit. But Xbox Series S is going to be $399, where the Xbox Series X is going to be $500. And then there was another rumor coming out that there was going to be an Xbox Series V that's supposed to be in between the two. So as far as graphics and, memory, it's not going to be as strong as the Series X, but it's going to be stronger than the Series S.
It's supposed to be a balance. That the B is supposed to be a balance between both.
All I'm going to say is I see this as a bad move, but, y'all do what y'all do. We've seen Nintendo do this shit, and we kind of went against Nintendo for the same exact thing. Just come up with one console, man. That's all you need to do. You're spending money on trying to find a balance instead of just finding the balance.
Yeah.
Bridge says,
called the budget box.
Yeah, she said Xbox coming out with the budget boxes. I mean, that's basically what they are, because what are the difference, y'all may ask? So Series S has a lower graphic card and lower memory. Basically meaning, yeah, the CPU might be decent, but fucker, you can't play next gen. Next gen is supposed to be graphically an upgrade. This ain't graphically an upgrade. This is bullshit. This is Xbox One with a higher processor. Like, that's all it is. Oh, and special happy birthday to Boggs too. He's in the chat.
Man. Shout out Boggs, man. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
You a real one.
Yeah. But Xbox Series X is supposed to be the most powerful one out of the three. And then the V is supposed, which is in between them, is going to be a higher GPU and a higher graphic than the S, but lower than the Xbox X. So yeah, there's that. I'm not gonna get 83 of them, so I don't give a shit. But whatever. But yeah, you can get those. You can get one of those three. They got different. I guess they came out with different Xboxes, for everybody, for the broke and for the not so broke. So if the Series S is 400, let's just round it up, 400, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the X is 500. Do you think the V will be 450?
Yeah.
And if that's the case,
300, 450.
well, do you think that? Well, remember it's supposed to be more powerful than the S,
Mm-mm.
and the S
So,
is 400, and
mm,
then the X is going to be 500. So that V has to fall between 400 to 500.
yeah, I could see that being like 450, maybe even like 475, something like that.
But then the question
Um,
is, why don't you just spend the extra $25 and just get you the big boy?
right. I
So
don't know.
Because there's gotta be there's something behind that we there's something behind it that we don't know. It
no,
might
I
be
checked the
a
specs. Is
bundle.
the according to Phil Spencer, the difference is that they wanted to find a middle ground.
Mm,
So it's going to be less powerful than the Xbox Series X, but more powerful than the S, according to what they are rumoring it to be.
But there's more behind it. I think there's a bundle attached to it. Because there's no way you're gonna put out three systems and this particular
they all
system is
stacked
more
up on each
powerful.
other. Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
this ain't it, and this one's more powerful than the main console. Something's up. Something fishy.
Potter said, because the big boy needs his own table. Well, I don't know. I don't like the design of either one of those Xboxes. I don't know what they were trying to go for with this design for the Series S with the black circle in the middle. What are they trying to say? It's a speaker?
I don't even
I
know.
don't know,
Like,
but
does
it
it have
looked
its own
like
speaker?
um, one of those, those, what do you call it? I guess like those keyboard holders or whatever. And at the end, you have like the little mouse pad. That's what that looked like.
Yeah, yeah. I
It looked like a
don't know.
Bluetooth speaker to me.
It do look
My
like a
first,
speaker.
If it,
Everybody's been saying that. It looks like a speaker. I was like,
no,
oh, okay, that might be kind of dope if it had its own speaker. But then again, what kind of sound does it have? Like, Potter said, a fridge and speaker or fridge and washer. Yeah, it do look like a washing machine.
it
mm-hmm.
might be where the fan is.
That's no.
Yeah. No, the AJ's on to a point, yeah.
I know, but what I'm saying is that's gonna be very inconvenient because I don't know what people do be doing with their Xboxes, but what if they put it the wrong side and the fan is at the bottom? You know, so
Mm.
now that fan is gonna be suffocating, and boom, you got a broken system, right? Or let's say you moving around and you cleaning and stuff like around your Xbox, and next thing you know something spilled, boom, fan gone, just gone.
Well,
It's
everybody
gone.
else said it was the
Yeah.
fan. Um,
Mm.
so Bog said probably it might be a fan for the Xbox Small Series X. Bridge says it's the
Why did
fan.
they put it on the top though?
I guess
Like,
it's like for optimum temperature, so you can get the
yeah.
best temperature for your system. Um, but can you? But think about it like this: when if you're a streamer, especially if you're a streamer, and because it's so small, you're not gonna put that on the floor. It's too
Definitely
small.
not.
You don't really need to put it on the floor.
Mm-mm.
So more than likely, you're gonna put it on your table. Can you imagine trying to talk to your stream and that constant wind blowing into your face and into the mic?
Mm.
Like people complain about the jet engines of the PS4, which I never get, but whatever. Um, but can you imagine what kind of fucking sound is going to come from that behemoth of a circle in the middle?
Yeah,
Mm,
all here is.
that's gonna be crazy. Especially if you
Like,
gotta download something. That
oh
thing
my
gonna be
gosh, yeah,
crazy loud.
We're not
that,
bashing the Xbox. We're just saying that's going to be loud.
yeah, yeah.
But
Especially if you don't clean it too. Oh yeah,
yeah, you got to
it's
take it apart
gonna
and
be
clean
loud.
that shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Potter said I'm going to have to mount that fridge onto the wall. Um, yeah. Well, I mean, you can go out and get that right now. Or I don't think they started
Pre-order.
pre-orders for it yet.
Yeah, they started it. They
Okay.
started the pre-order for the white one, not the black one.
Okay, so you can go out there and get the Series S pre-orders if you like right now. If that's the one you want, I don't know anybody who. Like I said, I think that's the one you get for your kids. That's the one where they say, "Oh, I want the new Xbox," and you go out and you get that one. Cause
Wait,
you
you
just
talking about the one with the big fan in it?
yeah,
Oh,
that that's one
That's what,
$3.99. That's the one you get for your kids.
that's like the starter kit for kids. For
Yeah, that's the one where you're like, yo, you don't deserve all these graphics, so we're just gonna give you the bullshit one.
okay, so the trash can to the left, is that the one that's 500?
Yeah, the one that like a refrigerator. Yeah, that's the one that's 500.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna pay 500, at least I want my system to look cool. I'd rather get the PlayStation 5 than listen. If I wanted a mini refrigerator, I could go to Walmart and get it for $80. Like, let me
yeah.
stop. I promise y'all, I don't hate Xbox. Okay, I don't, but the way they made these systems is hilarious. That's all I'm saying.
It's a different design. I see where they were trying to go. They were trying to go somewhere different, but I think the design that they came out with
was hard.
Yeah, that fan is. They
Huge.
should have just made it white to match the rest of the stuff, and then I would have been like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, they should have.
But they made that shit stand out like a sore thumb. Like they even had it sticking out just a little bit. Like they could have just made it fade into the rest of the white. So I don't know. In other news, Sonic 30th anniversary in 2021. Speculations are new Sonic games and the announcement of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. Yes. So next year it will be 30 years
Oh man, that's
of
a
Sonic the
lot.
Hedgehog.
Yeah.
That's what, like 7 years older than me.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm 23 now. So.
Yeah. So that's
But
a whole 30 years.
how you?
Like I was 2. I was 2 when that bitch came out. And
So in the movie, you think Knuckles is coming in? Knuckles or Tails?
I don't know. Well, Tails is definitely going to be in there because we got that from the first movie. If you haven't watched the first movie, you had enough time. I don't give a shit. But Tails would definitely be in it. Knuckles, I don't know because that first part of the movie introduced Knuckles' family, well, his tribe at least. So I would think Knuckles will play a game into it in some way. Maybe he's like sent to actually capture Sonic, and Tails is trying to get there first to warn Sonic or some shit. But it's obvious that that the story is about to go a whole lot deeper than we thought it would go. And so the first one wasn't bad. Like Bridge said, it's not bad at all. It's, well, Paula says garbage. I loved it. I went to go see it, and it was damn near great. They did a whole upgrade on what I thought it was going to be. The only parts I didn't like was they kind of tried to whitewash the shit. Meaning, I think they could have did a Sonic movie without humans altogether. Like that whole, yeah, and he went through universes and came to Earth. Like that shit was like, you didn't have to do that. Like you could have kept him in his own universe and left it there.
Yeah, because like I forgot, because I know they had a TV series where he was like in the city and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah, they had a whole game on it.
But it's just like for many years that I know of Sonic, him, Amy, Tails, Knuckles, all of them were just by themselves. Like no humans around, nothing like that. The only quote unquote human was Dr. Eggman. That was it.
Yeah.
There was nobody else.
Well, it's
So
going to be kind of weird to see what happens to Dr. Robotnik. Does he get out of where he is? What's Tails' purpose for being there?
just to be there.
Now, mind you, like Tails is very intelligent, and it could be a Tails. This is my theory. I think Tails is from a different universe where he has his own Sonic, and maybe something happened to that Sonic. So he kind of traveled through a universe, or even through time, to get this Sonic prepared. So that's what I'm thinking. Because it was clear that this Sonic in this movie didn't know who the fuck Tails was. Because he didn't mention Tails not fucking once.
So do you think then that Tails is possibly, well, no. Because I would say, do you think maybe that Tails is a time traveler and traveled back to a place where, like, they never met to warn him? Like, hey, listen, like, this is going to happen to you. Watch out. X, Y, and Z.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Because Tails was very intelligent when it came to time travel and universal travel, especially in the video games. But in like the comics and the anime and stuff like that, he was also very smart. But I don't think they touched on like universal travel, time travel, yes, well, dimensional travel, yes. But that's what I think.
So you think so? Is this a Tails spinoff off of Knuckles to introduce Knuckles? I mean, not Knuckles. Tails. My fault. Do you
No,
think
I think
this?
it's still gonna be a Sonic movie. I think they're gonna introduce Tails, but I also kind of have a feeling that they're gonna introduce Knuckles in the same movie. Because that first movie, they introduced his tribe. His tribe was in that shit, and they was chasing Sonic for a reason. And this movie, the first movie, was just speaking on the importance of the rings that he's collecting, or that he has. But they never spoke on the Chaos Emeralds. So maybe part 2 is about the Chaos Emeralds. So that's what I'm hinting at. That's what I think. They made the rings more powerful than we thought they were. Because apparently these little rings he can throw out and just cross over into another dimension.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought the little gold rings. I'm just like I know they could be like for money and stuff, but I'm like, why would they use it for money? I was like, it could be, because the rings were big enough to be a portal to fit Sonic, and
mm-hmm.
his friends in. So I'm just like, okay,
Yep. That's what they're for. They're
that's pretty
supposedly an
cool.
emergency thing so he can go from one dimension to the next.
That's real cool.
So that's what they're for. But yeah, that's coming out. So stay tuned for that in 2021. And last but not least, for quick news, Scott Pilgrim come back to consoles this holiday season. They announced it at Ubisoft Forward. It's going to be this holiday season. But there's a but. It's just for. It looks like it's just for PS5. Let me make sure I get it. Because a lot of stuff that they announced, they had weird console selections. They had like let me make sure I get this right. Like for instance, at the Ubisoft, and we'll talk about it later too. But they had certain games that was like being remade, but they were only being remade for PlayStation 4. So it's weird seeing that there's a new generation of consoles and they still refuse to put them on those generational consoles. So according to Ubisoft, the digital title will be available holiday 2020 for Google Stadia, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Windows PC, and Xbox One. And it'll be a release that will come with DLC added to the original game, including Knives Chow and Wallace Wells as playable characters. However, there's no word on a physical release. So all of these are going to be strictly digital. So I wonder if maybe this digital version is backwards compatible with, PlayStation 5. Like if PlayStation 5 can play it because you got it on PlayStation 4 or not.
Probably. Because I don't. I would say because I don't see why they would make the disc version. Well, I can see why, because you got a disc, right? And it'll be easier to set it up that way, I guess. What? Well,
I guess it was too much work.
I don't know.
That's the only thing I could think of. Maybe it was too much work to port it to the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I would say so. Digital probably is backwards compatible because it is easier to do everything and stuff. And disc is gonna be not per se harder, but you have to take extra necessary steps to make sure the games work and they're at peak quality that they're supposed to be at and stuff like that. So
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. So I mean, check that out. This holiday season. I guess they're gonna touch it up just a tad bit, but they're gonna try to keep it to the original as best as possible. Yeah. So, speaking of which, let's get into the big news. Are y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
PlayStation 5 showcase, September 16th, 1 p.m. PDT time. So that's what, 4 o'clock our time?
Yeah.
I think so.
3 o'clock, 4 o'clock our time.
Yeah. So 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock if you're on the West Coast. You can watch it on PlayStation.com/PS5. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Twitch.
Oh, YouTube.
Party, you said 9. Why is it 9? This is PDT. PDT means 3 hours. I think Potter's just joking with us. Well, let me see. If 3 sources told you 9 o'clock, let me see. PS5 showcase.
Boss, I think they are gonna do the price for the PS5. If not, then I guess we just gonna have to find out when they release it because they haven't told us yet. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell us during the showcase. So yeah, make sure to be on the lookout for that.
Go ahead, Maya. I see it now.
Cause I thought PST. I thought that was California.
PDT is California. What Paul is talking about is BST. BST is like over there in London and shit.
Oh.
So yeah, it's gonna be 9 p.m. for you Londoners, but it's gonna be like 4 o'clock for Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
So we get it. So everybody's gonna see it as it's happening. However, our time frames are gonna be different. So if it's 1 o'clock in California, it's like 4 o'clock here because it's 3 hours behind.
Yep.
So and then I got it from PlayStation Blog, so that's where I got it from. It's 9 o'clock BST because they're about 8 hours behind California.
Yep.
So we'll be 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock California time, and about like 2 or 3 something if you live in the Midwest, whatever. Depending on what time frame you live in. But yeah, you can catch all of that good, crisp PlayStation 5 action September 16th. I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with the price.
They better.
I'm pretty sure they will. It's not much you can really showcase other than the price at this point.
Right. Unless they done added something else to it that we don't know about. But
I'm sure they're going to showcase like the user interface because we haven't seen that. I would hope they announce what kind of applications they have. So, are they going to have Netflix? Are they going to have Hulu? Are they going to have Twitch? Because, I mean, what happens if they don't have Twitch? And you can't stream to Twitch directly from your PlayStation 5?
oh, that's gonna hurt my heart so bad.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff. Like, I know everybody's worried about the price, but I'm also worried about that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and the same thing for Xbox. We don't know that about an Xbox either, but I'm just saying for PlayStation 5, because the showcase is coming up, that's some things we don't know. Are they going to have a share factory like they did with PS4? So are people going to be able to make YouTube videos and stuff? I mean,
Everybody don't have Elgato money though.
yeah, and them Elgatos don't work for every computer. So not only do you gotta get the Elgato, but you also gotta get a computer that can run the Elgato.
Yeah, because I don't even know if mine can run an Elgato, to be honest.
I'm not even gonna read that, Potter. Not gonna read that.
I was already contemplating. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know, but Paul, I heard you could. We talked about you could take the white parts off the PlayStation 5.
That was the rumor that you could take it off. I don't know. I don't see why they would allow you to take it off.
Yeah,
Style factor. You can take them off, and
I don't think you can take them off.
Because some people that said that they was gonna get them customized, if they did come off, they were gonna customize the white part.
Well, I'm sure if you like open the PlayStation 5 up, you can take them off. I'm sure you could, but I don't think they're meant to come off and stay off. Is what I'm saying. I'm sure you could take it off if you take it apart.
yeah, maybe for like, I guess not necessarily cleaning purposes, but like dusting, I guess.
Yeah, that, and if you want to, like, if you send them back to PlayStation for whatever fixing they need to do with it, then yeah, I'm sure they come off so they can fix the inside compartments. But I don't think you as a consumer I don't think they meant for it to come off for you as the consumer.
Yeah.
Remember PlayStation 3 when they had, like, that little sticker in the back that says something like, if this seal is broken, warranty is invalid?
Yeah.
Okay, behind that sticker was a screw that you unscrew. And the reason why they did that was because when you send it back to Sony for whatever, maybe you're getting it refurbished, or maybe you just need to get it fixed under the warranty. What they would do is they would tear the sticker off, and that would be the main screw to start the process of taking it apart. And then they would place a new sticker on top of it. So if they got it and that sticker was already broken or it wasn't in place because it was some special glue that, it wasn't like the easiest to take apart. Like that glue wasn't like going to fade and the sticker starts sliding or anything like that. It was Like, it's going to be there until I actually intentionally try to rip it off. So,
God.
I think they still kind of do that with PlayStation today. We just don't know what the fuck that sticker is. I never looked at my PlayStation to actually know what the sticker is.
To be honest, I haven't seen the sticker on mine.
Yeah, I don't know if they still have it. It might be in the inside compartment now, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a way that they can tell if you've been going into it and fucking around with it.
Yeah.
And I think that those two white shells are probably something to do with it. Like, I'm sure you can take it apart if you wanted to, but I don't think you're supposed to. And what up, RJ, in the chat?
Hey, RJ.
What up, RJ?
But I've heard people saying they're gonna customize it, and I think it looks fine the way it is. I think it looks absolutely beautiful the way it is. The controllers, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine that with a clear shell? Like, maybe the white part is like the see-through shell.
You see the insides of it? Yeah,
That would be hot. Or even the black part. If that part was the clear shell, that would be hot. It's a lot of designs that can go with that controller.
Yeah.
They don't have to stick with that, you know. I think the two-tone is a good thing. It goes good with the system. I mean, you know, it's a little bit bulkier, but I like bulky things. It's good. So let's speculate. AJ, what are 3 things you want to hear at the showcase?
graphics, apps, storage space.
Okay. Maya, 3 things you want to hear at the showcase.
Price, maybe like like different color schemes that they got possibly for the controllers, or well, I don't think they're gonna change the colors on the system, but hey, who knows, right? And yeah, just like actually no, the game download size.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point too. I think for me, it's going to be. I don't need to know the price. I think I already know the price. Um, I want to know what the user interface looks like. I want to know what applications they're going to have. And I also want to know are they changing the PlayStation Store at all as far as the look for PS5? Those are some things that I kind of I'm questioning. Because we've been getting the same PlayStation 5 PlayStation Store for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also another thing to bring up, are we changing the rules on the PSN again? Because remember when we got PlayStation 4, they changed the rules.
What was the rules?
The rules was, back in PS3 days, multiplayer was free. It didn't matter if you had it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got the PlayStation 4, that's when you needed to pay for PSN in order to play multiplayer. So I wonder if they're going to change the rules again.
They need to change it back to free. Cause listen, okay.
Like, you need to pay that $10 a month. Well, ain't it higher now? It's not $10 a month, is it?
Find a way to make you pay something.
Yeah.
So
If they give it to us, or if they give us multiplayer for free, something in that store is gonna have to be price higher.
Well,
so
PlayStation Plus for like the last 2 years now, I think they've been doing it since they canceled the free games for PS3 and Vita. A lot of people have been complaining because they're saying, like, you're still giving us just 2 games for the same exact price that we paid when we were getting 2 games for PlayStation 4, 2 games for PlayStation 3, and 2 games for PlayStation Vita. So we were getting 6.
Mm-hmm.
altogether. And now you dragged it down to 2. So, are you going to give us something new for the PlayStation 5?
But if everything is
Yeah.
backwards compatible, it's probably not. If all your games, the games that we have on the PlayStation 4 is backwards compatible to the 5, would it make any sense for it to even bring that price point down?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think if we do it that way, though, then we got to say, like, then what free games are we getting with the PS Plus for PlayStation 5? At the beginning, anyway. Because the PlayStation 5 doesn't have any games to get for free because they're all launch titles at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what games are we going to be getting free the first month that we're playing for play? And also, with that, do we have to pay double? Like, do people with PS4s still got to pay for PS Plus? But then when you get a PS5, you got to pay for another thing of PS Plus, or are they all the same thing?
Mm, that's a good point.
Uh, hmm, I don't know. Because I feel
Unless,
like,
go ahead, Maya. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was about to say, I feel like the people who buys the PlayStation 5 are, I guess, two options. They're either going to sell their PlayStation 4 because they feel like they don't need it anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're going to, um, I guess, give it away. Like they're just gonna get rid of it. Like they're not gonna need it because they got the PlayStation 5. So I guess in that case, maybe you only pay one PlayStation Plus, but I don't know. I'm having a brain fart.
I would say, to like they're
I don't
talking in the
know.
chat about how long do you think you'll have before they force you to get a new the next gen console. I think 2 years is probably max
Mhm.
before things start slowing down on the PS4. Only because, and I know I've heard it from Pinky, I've heard it from AJ too, and I think Maya, you mentioned it too. A lot of people don't buy their consoles the year one because they want to wait until the bugs come out. I don't know what that theory is, but I usually buy day one because I'm a day one
But
person.
I guess you're just the one of the lucky few that don't have bugs. But I'm pretty sure it's because a lot of people allegedly, I don't know, okay, because I was never this person, but allegedly when they would get their Xbox or their PlayStation, I guess it'd be like glitching out, or like friends talk among friends, like, well, yeah, my PlayStation Xbox does this and they got that, and their friends just like, well, mine doesn't have that, doesn't have this, that. I guess they think it's manufacturing or something, so they
Hmm.
go back and get another one. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they're all manufactured the same way, at the same time, at the same place. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I don't know where that came from either. I just guess people had bad luck.
Yeah, but like when the first 360 came out, everybody had that red ring of death that first month. And when I got my PlayStation 4, I was like, I was hoping it didn't come with bugs. It still works to this day. And my cousin got his right the next day after his, right after I got mine. So he had his lights wouldn't even come on. And like I'm mine, and we were both fresh out the box, everything, and his
Mm.
light wouldn't come on. To turn it on, the controller light came on, but the system would never come on. He had to send it back and get another one.
Mm. That stuff never even happened to me, man. I've always gotten day one, and It's been doing wonders for me.
Yeah. I guess too, people think PlayStation. People think consoles are kind of like games when they first drop. They got a bunch of bugs that need to be fixed and things like that. So that I'm guessing that's why also people wait a year out to get whatever consoles that's coming out because they're like, oh well, what if it doesn't turn on, or what if everything just crashes and erase all my information? I have to start over. What if my system explodes, even though that don't happen, but people think crazy is
Well,
what
I would
all I.
say don't order your stuff from like places where they have to like literally deliver it to your house.
Yeah, don't do it
Don't,
from shitty websites, people.
yeah, don't order from third parties. Because if you order from third parties, you're screwing yourself.
But I can't even
Well,
say don't buy from Amazon because like the same thing that Amazon is being accused of, so is a lot of other people. The only ones that I haven't heard that hasn't been fucking up people packages is the United States Postal Office, and that's only in certain areas that they don't really have a complaint against. Like they've said, like Amazon is they got some shitty ass drivers. They hire some really shitty
I,
people where they will take the package to your door, take a picture of it, then take the package up and put it right back in their car and steal it.
oh no.
So there's some shitty people out there,
Mm,
and I think in order for stuff to work, stop hiring shitty people. Or
mm-hmm.
like come like if I call like for instance, let's say Maya has a company, right? And I
Hmm.
make a purchase from Maya's company, and Maya hires AJ to deliver that shipment, whatever. And I call Maya and say, "Hey, I never got my package, but I got a picture that says it's in front of my door." All right.
Oh, oh no. I'm sorry, AJ. You fired on the spot. I'm sorry.
That's the reaction that we should have. But then Amazon be asking you all kind of fucking stupid ass questions like, "Well, how do we know that someone else didn't take it?" Well, bitch, you
Guys,
just sent this to me at 5 o'clock. It's 5:05. What do you mean? Like,
yo, that's hilarious.
so I mean,
But
Amazon has a real problem with. I think Amazon should be like, all right, we're gonna leave this. However, maybe we're gonna start knocking on doors and getting a response from somebody first, or maybe we hide it a little bit better. Because Amazon delivery drivers, they don't really give a shit where they put your package. They put that shit right in front of your door for
yep,
everybody to see.
yep, yeah.
They don't
I
try to hide it in like screen doors. They don't like I'm gonna leave your shit, behind the charcoal bag sitting outside your door. Like they don't do none of that shit. They just leave it, bam, right there in front of the door for
hmm
everybody to see.
Yeah. Well, I would say for us, if it's only like one package, like sometimes they'll leave it, like you said, like on the doorstep in front of the door. But sometimes they'll hide it behind our plant, our pots,
Yeah.
and our plant. But my mom like to shop a lot, so she be having like umpteen freaking packages in front of the door, and they don't ring the doorbell. That's the part I hate. Nobody rings the doorbell except for the postal service people. Those are the only people that ring the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
UPS don't ring the doorbell. FedEx don't ring the doorbell. Amazon don't ring the doorbell, and you're just like,
But
but now,
some people that work for UPS and FedEx, they already got this instinct in their mind that you have a dog, so they not gonna come up and hear. They already got the instinct already. They come over, they already got the instinct saying that, oh, this person might have a dog. I'm not even going to try to ring the doorbell.
Then
I'm
you
gonna
better
just move
start
it and go.
investing in some goddamn doggy treats. Like
that
I don't know
that
what to tell you.
listen. There's no way to avoid that, right? Because we have two dogs, right? We have a Shih Tzu in the house, and we have a box German Shepherd mix in the back. Literally, you're just ringing the doorbell.
Yeah.
Okay, drop the package off. Ding dong ditch. Hello, drop the package, ring the doorbell, dip off back to your truck. That's all you gotta do.
I have
That's
people in my area now. Uh,
unless it requires a signature.
well, I have people in my area now, not necessarily USPS, but there is an Amazon driver, and I will give them credit. That Amazon driver is actually pretty cool. He will come up to the door, and he's only on a few routes that I've had. Like, he's delivered maybe 3 packages, and we ordered like a lot of packages from Amazon. But when he does it, he will knock on the door. He will walk back because we got like a little path, and then you got to go up a hill. He'll walk back from the path. He'll look back and wait until one of us opens the door, and then he'll just wave to us to acknowledge that, okay, cool. I just want to make sure you heard me. And that's cool. And if you don't get a response by the time you walk to the end of the path, then they're not home. But at least have the courtesy to just knock on the door, walk the little path, look back to see if the door opens. And when the door opens, okay, cool. I know that person got their package. But don't just leave it there, not knock, not ring the doorbell, not do anything. Just leave the package sitting out there. Like, try to hide it or some shit. Like,
Yeah, I hate that because there was some important documents that I was getting, shipped to my parents' house and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And so my mom was like, oh, it's supposed to be delivered today. So I was like, oh, okay. Cool. What?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It is they didn't ring the doorbell. They didn't even knock on it. Now, obviously, if I'm upstairs, I can't hear nobody knock on the door unless they banging like it's the police. But I can hear the doorbell, right? I'm like, y'all didn't do nothing. Come downstairs, you see that little note saying, "Hey, sorry we missed you." You didn't ring the doorbell.
I hate that note.
So
I
I
mean,
hate that note with a
sign
passion.
it and then put it back on the mailbox or on the door so they could come back and deliver the package. And it's like, oh yeah, I was here, but no one answered the door. Did you ring the doorbell? Oh, I didn't know the doorbell worked. Wow,
well,
you didn't try.
I was gonna say, well, I'll leave you try.
well, the point of all of this is,
Lazy.
when you order your PS5, I would say either go to GameStop and just pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
or get it directly from PlayStation. Because
Walmart.
you can get it directly from Walmart. Yeah, you can pick it up directly from any store. Don't just. I don't trust buying a console from Amazon just yet. You can
Or
go to
Best
Best Buy, you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, you can go to GameStop. Some places still got Funko Land. I don't know how that's possible, but they still got Funko Land. You can go to those places. You can go virtually to any physical place. Now, I know COVID is still out there. That's why you have, you can go to Target. Yes. Now, why, I don't know.
What's that? Is that
I don't even know if
yes?
Kmart is still around. I think Kmart shut down.
Yeah, Kmart shut down.
You can't go to Wawa. Don't go to Wawa. Unless you want chicken and some Western fries. Don't go to Wawa. See, Iceman said he's planning on doing a pickup from Best Buy.
Hmm. You better get there early though. But that
Yeah.
line's gonna be backed up for miles.
I'm probably gonna do GameStop only because there's a GameStop literally around the corner from my house. So
Thing about it is, you want to have people camping out, waiting for the.
but I think it depends on where you live too. Because where I live,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a lot of people that's like that kind of way. Like they'll stand outside for PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's like I live around a whole bunch of older people.
Mm-hmm.
And those older people have kids, but those kids aren't old enough to stand outside of a line for a PlayStation. You know what I mean? So, they're the type where they're like, "Yo, I got it for you. I will pick it up first thing in the morning, but we ain't about to sit out here at 12 midnight to pick up this shit."
Mm.
And also, I kind of realized that I'm kind of like that too now. Where I'm like, "Yo, I'm not about to sit outside 12 midnight for no fucking Call of Duty. If I really want Call of Duty, I'll just buy it on digital, and I'll just have it at home already." And even then, let's be honest. When's the last time we sat there and played a game 12 midnight on its release? We didn't even do that for Call of Duty, and that's probably one of our favorite games to play with each other. And none of us was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll see you at 12 o'clock. Like, no. Like, so.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think the era of the 12 midnight releases are about to die out. So, but okay, Potter says something about she gets wifey access.
Oh, her boo thing works at Best Buy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she got
access.
She said you turn it on to see the new screen and then pass the fuck out. Basically. I'm cool. I'll see that shit in the morning when I'm nice and, energized and I'm ready to see all the stuff that's on this console. So I'll be getting the day that it comes out, but the sun will be out when I get it. Fuck all that 12 midnight. Oh, then again, I don't know, because I did it for PS4. I did go to the midnight release for the PS4. And I do remember it was a quick process for me. I went in there and I already paid it off. I showed my receipt. Bring it on home. I did a nice little video of showing the contents in which it has. And then I think I hooked it up that night, but I'm not sure. I might have just left it. And then, yeah, matter of fact, I did. Because I remember my pops came over and he saw the PlayStation sitting on the table when he came over to my house at the time. And he was like, "Oh, this must be the new one." And he was like, "I'm surprised you ain't set it up." And I was like, "Yeah, tired." Bridge said you also wasn't over 30. Well, first of all, Bridge, we're not going to put my age. I am young. No one said anything about being over 30. So I might do the midnight release. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm doing the midnight release, and I'm gonna stream it. There we go. I'm gonna show me in the line and GameStop giving me Doritos.
Doritos.
Yeah, that's what the GameStops here do. They make a little party out of it.
Yeah, the Doritos, water.
If you get the really good GameStop, they'll order like a whole bunch of pizzas, and you can get like 2 slices of pizza, some chips, off-brand soda like Shasta or something like that, and they have like little trivia games where they give away posters and T-shirts and shit like that. And those are like the days. Those are the good old days.
They don't do that around here.
And they used to. They might not do it at all now, but they used to. Where they used to like... GameStop used to be the shit on midnight releases. They used to be the shit. They used to like... It used to be like an actual party. I actually dated a manager from GameStop. And that's how we met.
Thanks for supporting us. Here you go. Here's some pizza and some juice.
Mm-hmm.
Like those parties that you get in elementary school for like getting like everybody getting 100 on their test or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Britt said a lot of GameStops are closing though, right? Over 400 locations. Yeah, but when you look at how many goddamn total locations they have, 400 ain't shit. They have like a good 20,000 Because I know near my house, we have a GameStop around the corner, but then we have another GameStop literally a mile down the road from that GameStop, literally on the same street and everything. And then if you travel about 10 minutes away, there's another GameStop. So there's a lot of GameStops in one area. So when you look at it, it's 400 ain't a lot.
They doing it how McDonald's doing it. They on every corner of every block.
Mm-hmm. They making sure we get your games.
Yeah.
So
we want your
yes. And GameStop is an essential part to gaming. Let's not pretend like it ain't. Without that trade-in, as much as people complain about that trade-in value, without that trade-in system, the gaming industry is piss poor.
You stuck with a lot of games.
Yeah. So, I mean, they might give you 35 cents for a game you pay $60 for, but, man. How you say you miss EA games and then say fuck EA? You mean EB games? You mean EB? Are we talking about Electronic Arts had a trade-in system? Because I ain't know that. I know EB Games did. And then GameStop ended up buying out EB. Well, they were the same company. I think there still is some EB Games.
You gotta find them.
Yeah. They're the same company. EB and GameStop. Same people. Because GameStop bought out FuncoLand, I think. And that's how they started. Because FuncoLand was like, when FuncoLand was out, that shit was a lifesaver. All right. You can go there and you can trade in games. Like, you can literally go in there with the newest Sonic the Hedgehog game, with the last Sonic the Hedgehog game, and then get the brand new Sonic the Hedgehog game for like a couple bucks. That's how that trade-in system was. And then GameStop bought them out and changed it up a little bit. And now people are complaining because they're like, oh, we get like $35 for the game I just bought yesterday. Yeah, because you bought it yesterday and you took it out the goddamn package. Well, why won't they just take the stuff back if I have it in the plastic? Because you already purchased it, my guy. Like, no.
The value drops after you take it out that plastic.
Yeah. And the value drops after you paid them the money and you walk out the store with that shit.
Yeah. Kind of like cars. As soon as you leave the lot.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck you did to that game. Like, that plastic is not hard to duplicate on a game. Like, you can easily take that shit off and use, like, what is it? It's a hairdryer and some, it's hairdryer, water, and some sort of glue. And you can put that shit back together. So that's why they don't accept your shit, man. Go ahead and take that out, and then you can trade it in, but we ain't giving you no refund for that shit. Supply and demand. But yes, all this to say, we're going to get a whole bunch of information, I'm hoping, PS5 showcase this Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 1 o'clock PDT time. That's California, West Coast, all of that. You can either go to PlayStation.com/PS5, or I'm pretty sure it's going to be on YouTube and Twitch. I'm pretty sure they're going to be streaming on those sites too. Yeah, so I would just go there. So yeah. And we go on to the next big story, which is the one that kind of flew under the radar because none of us even talked about it. Ubisoft Forward, another one. And Bridge actually brought up something earlier that says, why did they have another one when they had one earlier this year.
Mhm.
It's because there's no conferences going on, basically. So did Maya or AJ, did you guys get a chance to see any of the reveals or anything like that?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, Ubisoft Forward, these are the only things that really matter. um, what they announced was a new Prince of Persia remake. That's just going to be for select consoles. The Prince of Persia remake, it looks okay. I didn't get hyped for it. I was kind of hoping they would just make a brand new Prince of Persia game. They also announced a celebrity character in Watch Dogs Legions named Stormzy. I think he's a rapper and a singer in London. So they announced that he's going to be in the game. And then they also released this new game. What is the name of this game again? I'm trying to think what. Is it? I got the picture up, but I can't remember what the name of it is. Oh, they announced that there's going to be Far Cry VR. Another game named Roller Champions. Some, of course, Just Dance 2021 is going to be out. For that. Some new stuff for Honor. Immortals Phoenix Rising is a new game. That's cool. The World Cup announcement for Rainbow Six Siege. There's a turbo mode coming to Hyperscape. I don't know who the fuck still plays Hyperscape, but whatever. And Riders Republic. That's the big one that I saw anyway. Is Riders Republic. Riders Republic. Fuck you. So Riders Republic seems very interesting. It looks like it's almost like a sequel to the game Steep, which was like a extreme winter sports game that came out a couple years ago that actually lasted for a good number of years, and people still play it to this day. And it's still an interactive game, and I still have it. I still play it from time to time as well. And I actually did some montages for it just like a month or so ago. That looked interesting. I was hype about that. But this one goes into like BMXing and like extreme biking, snowboarding. I saw paragliding. I saw jetpack gliding as well. I think I saw skiing in there too. And I thought I saw rollerblading too. And I was like, when the fuck was the last time you seen anybody do some extreme sports with rollerblades? But I don't know. They had that.
2.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 had it. Yeah. But they had like a whole bunch of stuff. It looked very interesting and it was very well detailed. I didn't see the gameplay for the VR for the Far Cry VR, but that could be lit.
I seen a sneak peek of it because I was in and out of streams. But you would need the space. You're gonna need space. Like if you're in your office, that's not enough space. You need a garage for it because you got multiple.
So
You have multiple people on VR. Because where they was doing the VR at, it looked like they was in a studio with like 4 people.
Yeah, but they all could be playing the same game, just in different, like how we play different games.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
They could be in a testing site.
it looked fun, but you're gonna need the space. You're gonna need some room.
Well, I don't know how that would play out. I don't think I'm gonna get that. But it wasn't like a lot of information. It was like stuff they could have probably announced at the first Ubisoft Forward, to be quite honest. I know everybody loves Just Dance 2021. That was kind of like a big deal. Paula actually wrote an article on the website about Just Dance 2021. And we've all known about Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs comes out October 29th. So I'm guessing with this news, they're pretty much saying like, hey, the game is done. So here's something. You guys will get it in a couple weeks anyway, so fuck it. Stop complaining about it. Most of the stuff is going to be in next gen, so they all look pretty good. The only thing that I was kind of like, there was no point for was the Prince of Persia remake. They could have kept that to themselves. That shit, they could have either made a brand new game and just put it on next gen as well as current gen, or it's like too little too late, man. Nobody gives a shit about Prince of Persia anymore. Like,
but like, there's some hardcore fans that wanted it, and they complained, they cried like little girls.
Yeah, we complained like a couple years ago, like when it was relevant.
Yeah, but Green, when the last, like you are a casual Prince of Persia fan. I'm talking about the diehard.
No, I'm a hardcore Prince of Persia fan. I had the whole series, everything, on everything.
Did you complain like everybody else, like the other diehard fans?
Yeah, I complained when PlayStation 4 first came out, and then after years of them just not doing it, and seeing how Assassin's Creed came out and pretty much took that kind of avenue, and seeing how all these other games came out and took that avenue, I was like, Prince of Persia ain't got a chance in hell anymore. Not with a remake. With a remake?
They cried and complained about it, and they got it. But now it's got to live up to the hype. It's got to live up to the hype now.
You said what happened, Maya?
I said I wonder how the fans feel now. If it really is a huge disappointment, I wonder how they feel now.
I'm disappointed because that shit didn't look like a remake at all. That shit looked like the same shit. You put some extra, I guess you updated that graphic just a tad bit, but that shit looks like fucking the Wii fucking graphics. That don't even look like next gen graphics. That don't even look like current gen graphics. That looks like the Wii shit. Like, I'll give the Switch credit. The Switch probably would have looked better. And I was just saying like, no, I'm cool. I'm good. This is not a game I'm get.
They're gonna be upset if it ain't on point.
It's the same exact game, so they know what they're getting with a remake. It's the same exact game. The story is the same. The dialogue is the same. What you got to do in the game is the same. The levels are the same. Everything's the same. They just upgraded the graphics. That's it. So if you played the game before, you already beat this. This is simply because you want to play a game you played years ago. So,
and that's bad for business.
They could have just made a brand new Prince of Persia game.
Yeah, they could have. If they were just literally gonna just do that to it, might as well just take the time and effort to just make a new one.
Yeah, I understand you got a lot on your plate. You got Far Cry, you got Watch Dogs, you got all these other games, and I understand that. However, you can't tell me that you couldn't come together with a studio or a team to do a brand new Prince of Persia game. you didn't even have to use the same characters. You could have used a different character at this point. You could have rebooted the whole franchise if you really wanted to, and just start from scratch. And I would have been like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do that. But you came up with this Phoenix bullshit. And I won't call it bullshit. It looks okay. I'm not gonna buy it, but it looks okay. But the time that you spent on that game, you could have spent on Prince of Persia. It made a really good game out of it. I don't know, Ubisoft. You get points up and then you take some points off. I don't know what y'all doing, yo.
The hit or miss.
Like, I'm cool with Riders Republic. That game looks pretty cool. Of course, Watch Dogs looks pretty cool. Far Cry is always cool. I never had any issues with that. You already know you're doing pretty damn good with Rainbow Six Siege. You're always doing good with Rainbow Six Siege. I don't think you can do anything wrong with that. But then you fuck it up with this.
Let me ask you this question. You know the AAA games is gonna do numbers. Do you think they just throwing this Prince of Persia out there just for the fun of it because they know what the AAA games is going to already do?
I think they're doing it just because they need something nostalgic to put out there. Because I mean, the only ones that people were hyped about was the Scott Pilgrim. Nobody was really hyped about Prince of Persia. Yeah. That's just the way it was going.
Like, I saw the movie, I guess.
That movie was horrible.
With Jake, I can't pronounce the last name. Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, there you go. But even then, I wasn't really, like, paying attention to it. Didn't they make a second one?
If they did, I sure didn't watch it.
Yeah, I thought it was Prince of Persia, and I think it was like Prince of Persia Sand of Time or something like that.
Well, Sand of Time was the name of the game. I don't know. I don't know. I remember watching the first one. The first one was like bad.
Yeah, but I never played it. I barely saw the movie, to be honest. It's not my type of movie. It got no type of horror in it, no type of screams, nothing. So,
and once they announced Jake Gyllenhaal was playing in Prince of Persia, that's when I knew it was gonna be horrible. So I was like, all right. It's not like Jake Gyllenhaal is a bad actor. It's just they whitewashed the fuck out that shit, and I was just like, nah, I'm cool. You tell me you couldn't get nobody to fit that. You couldn't find that one Persian to play Prince of Persia. Not one. All right, cool, whatever. So, no, yeah, that's Ubisoft Forward for you. It's gone. We got our information. That's cool. As we now are at the end of summer. Well, last week was actually the unofficial end of summer. Now we starting to get into seasons changing. I don't know about you guys, but it's been in the 70s all fucking week. Doesn't mean I'm turning my air conditioner off, because I know Mother Nature likes to wait until you turn that shit off to turn the heat back up. So, nah. But conventions are going down. We're not going to get these conferences as much as we usually get during the summer. So this was a nice little end to Ubisoft's, reign this summer. So speaking of these kind of stuff, this is one conversation I wanted to ask you guys and see what your opinions are. As far as video game conventions go, now I know we were kind of forced to do it this way because of COVID, but what do you like better? This new COVID way of dealing with conferences? Or do you like the old ones where you go there physically and, there's big crowds and, shows and production and shit like that?
Me personally, I don't like large crowds, but I feel like the old way would be a lot better. You know, you get to interact with like the developers and, stuff like that. Actually ask them questions. and instead them going live or have uh pre-recorded conventions and stuff like that. It's it's a whole different atmosphere when you're in person. Um, you get a feel of just, I guess, in a way, like not childhood, but like, like, oh my gosh, like, I've been playing games. I'm excited to see this game, that game, that game. Like I said, you get to ask important questions. You actually get to see the entire crew, not entire crew, but like mainly like the direct developers and all this stuff that create the games on a panel. See what they're kind of about, get vibes from them. Okay, cool. You get to see people cosplay, I guess, depending on the convention. So it's definitely different than just, seeing, uh, let's say the developer for Apex just saying, "Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're gonna be talking, just kind of like, they don't want to do it, or they're just like, I'd rather you experience it than me having to tell you you're going to experience it, kind of thing." So I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to be in action instead of just watching from a computer screen. But then there's people that's like me who just like want to watch behind a computer screen. So I guess it's split in my mind. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How about you, AJ?
From a crowd perspective, yeah, I would like it that way because you can network from that way. You can get your platform out there, but the COVID way is cool in some aspect. Like you're still interacting with the developers, but you're not like face to face with them.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like it's a win-lose situation. If you go, you're interacting. If you don't, you still don't have that time to interact with them. So it's a toss-up to me.
Okay. Let's see what they say in the comments. Iceman says, "I like this way. I hate crowds, so only went to a few." And Bridge responded with, "I guess it's good for introverts, Iceman."
Mm-hmm.
Paula says, "There's more to do and explore at the actual convention, but you are able to obtain a lot more actors, actresses, and video game whatever position because they can just zoom from West Africa or where they are to be in the con." That's true. My point, I think my idea is I kind of like the new way of the conferences, only because there's been a lot of conferences where if it was the normal way of having this big production in a city, I wouldn't have been able to attend it, or I wouldn't have been able to interact with anybody there because you got to travel, you got to get a hotel, and for some of us, we still got full-time jobs. You know what I mean? So it's not as easy to just get up and go. I think this new COVID kind of situation, I can go to a convention from my home, and I can actually interact with the developers. I can interact with people that I would never even be able to get into the same room with, per se. And now we can chat all from Discord, or we can chat from the Twitch chat, or whatever the case might be. One example of this was the Ubisoft. What was that thing called that they did? And Potter wrote about it, and I was in it. I just can't remember the exact name of it. But I went to a conference where it was Ubisoft presented a conference for people of color in the gaming industry, and the Black Mixer, and they usually go to different places. I think one time they went to, I think they had like a small black mixer in London, and I think they had it in a few other places. And I'm not going to be able to go to London to go to that thing. So, like, it was cool to be able to go and to get that information and to also interact with these people and get your name out there because they know my name now. So, I mean, like, that's a cool aspect. Even though you're not face to face with them, they see your picture, they see your logo, they see your ideas because you're writing them out. And they're like, yo, I need to, like, hit them up. And then they end up DMing you, and y'all have conversations over DMs or stuff like that. And then you build a friendship over that. And that's cool, because that's more of an interaction than you would have got if you had just went to the conference. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I see the pros and cons of both. Me personally, I like the new way. I like this way. I like this way of, like, when PlayStation does a showcase, it's not a big spectacle. It's not something you have to go get tickets for. It's something you just go to the stream. They present it. They have a nice high production value. And I'm pretty sure it's low costing for them, too. Because think about it. Like, now when you go to those conferences, they don't have to pay for, like, merchandise to be sold.
Yeah.
They could easily just say, hey, if you would like some merchandise for this conference, you can order it online and it'll be there by the time we have the conference, and you can wear it while you watch the conference. So, I mean, I see the pros and cons for both of them. I personally just like the staying at home part. Bog said DC Comics conference was good, I heard. I guess. We Marvel over here. I guess. I don't know. The only thing I heard was that Batman got COVID. That's what I heard. He got COVID, and that was the biggest news out of that whole thing. But yeah, that's all I had. Any other news y'all want to discuss?
I seen that Borderlands 3 is gonna be, well, it's already multiplayer, but now like you get to play with 4 friends on 4 split screens, like 3-4 friends on different screens. So I'm excited about that, to be honest. Even though I don't have Borderlands 3, I still like the Borderlands franchise. It's I don't know, because me and my brother played the first and second one together, and it was real cool. I liked it.
I don't think I've finished 2. Are there 3 Borderlands? It's 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't finish 2. I never got 3, but I didn't finish 2.
Yeah, I didn't get 3 either. I think I can, because my brother has it and we game share. But I don't know.
Well, Paula said something about Nintendo's, but she didn't say what about Nintendo she wants us to talk about. Do y'all have a clue as to what it could be?
Not that I know of.
No, the only thing that I honestly know about Nintendo is the Mario. But that's it. Oh, yeah, I was right.
What, the Mario 3D? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we talked about that. And what, you got in, like, what, the end of March?
Yeah, it's up until the end of March. Yeah, Potter, you are late, ma'am. We had that exclusive last week. Okay. Yeah, y'all don't like it when we talk about Fortnite versus Apple every week. So, we're not going to talk about Mario every week.
Wow.
Jesus, Paul. That's dark. Anyway.
Right, dying. Hello.
Yeah, you ain't tell us nothing about this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the drama.
Right.
Yeah, she ain't tell us nothing about this. She went the whole week and ain't say nothing about being in the hospital, nothing.
Right. And I just talked to her yesterday, Paul.
Oh, by the way, Potter, who always says fuck Fortnite, was playing Fortnite yesterday. I just want y'all to know that.
Oh.
But yeah, so I don't have anything else to talk about. But again,
Oh.
Potter wants y'all to know that Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, and Mario Galaxy are coming to the Switch for a limited time until March something. March.
Oh. How could you? How could you, Paul?
You was playing Save the World, but guess what? That's still Fortnite. But yes, that's pretty much all I got. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
think-
have anything else.
All right, so let's start breaking it down a little bit. So guys, just remember we are partnered with Gamers.vote. You can see it right there on your screen, right there. Whee! Right there. Make sure that you guys go to Gamers.vote so that you can register to vote if you haven't already done so. It's very important that you register to vote, get your voice heard. And yeah, just go to Gamers.vote. Trust me, you want to do it. You can also check your registration on Gamers.vote too if you want to. So if you just recently moved or something like that and you're not sure if the information on your registration is correct, you can go to Gamers.vote and they'll send you to the place where you need to check your registration. Also, make sure that you guys check out our YouTube. That's where we upload our podcast visual. If you kind of missed it, that's where we put all of the podcasts up there. We also have some other stuff up there. We have the Milam Report. We have any videos by any of the team members. And we also have some good gameplay stuff and so much more right up there. So make sure you check out that. Make sure you check out the website, www.RealOnesGaming.com. And I'm proud to announce, as of yesterday, RealOnesGaming.com is going to be up for yet another year. So that's 365 more days on top of the 365 days we already had. So starting December 31st, there will be another full year of nothing but Real Ones Gaming. So check out that website. Yeah. What else? You can also check out Spotify and iTunes, so you can listen to all the previous episodes and stuff like that. And pretty soon, I'm going to be doing some short podcasts. That's going to be kind of like the aftermath of the podcast, just to kind of give you guys a little bit more of that action. Like 30-minute podcast, or 30-minute little cool content. That'll come out right after the podcast, so you can kind of listen to not only the podcast, but you can listen to these little snippets. There might be things like where you might hear AJ talk about 2K, or you might hear Maya talk about Nintendo, or maybe Maya has a conversation with Paul about Nintendo. You might hear me talk to Pinky about Call of Duty and versus whatever Sims stuff she's doing at the time. But you'll hear a whole bunch of stuff that's in the future. And that's pretty much it for right now. Yeah. So let's break it down. Maya, why don't you kick things off with your final words?
Yes. All right, peeps. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing up and showing out. Thank you for all the interaction and love. Make sure y'all stay safe. Please stay safe. I don't want to have to beat nobody up. Okay. All right. Um, yeah. Like I said, I'm back to streaming again, so I'll probably stream. I'll probably do maybe like a stream on Tuesday, maybe like Tuesday night. Is anybody doing anything on Tuesday night, Green?
No.
Okay. Because
No.
I don't want to, clash with them. So, yes, probably going to do a stream Tuesday night. And then, as y'all know, I stream every Wednesday at 1 o'clock for the stream team. Be there or be square. Yeah. Wash your hands. Wash your butt. Your feet, too. Okay, make sure you get under them feet. We don't need y'all having black feet. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
Word. And AJ?
Well, I've been on this healthy kick lately, so y'all stay healthy. Please wear your mask at all times. Even though if you just run into your car, put your mask on. That's just being careful of yourself, man. Stay motivated, stay prayed up, man. There's only two things that's gonna keep you staying at the pace that you're going: motivation and prayed up. And I'll catch y'all maybe today. I might be streaming today. I don't know yet. So y'all can always find me on Twitch. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on IG. Twitch and Twitter is the same, King AJ underscore 15. My YouTube is King AJ 15 underscore, all one word. And be on the lookout for more content from me. And y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay leveled up. And that's all I got to say about that.
All right. And y'all know what time it is. It's me. It's Greensp. What a do, buckaroos. You can catch me out on Twitter and Instagram, Greensp underscore R1G. You can also catch me out on Twitch, Greensp underscore, every Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, throughout the week until, whenever. I'll be working while I work. So, whenever the other job gets too much, then I'll be cutting the stream short. Yeah, you can check me out then. You can check me out on the RealOnesGaming channel as well every Saturday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We played some Call of Duty yesterday, but I have Skater XL on PC now. And I learned how to mod it. So I'll be showing you all the good maps and stuff on there. It'll be awesome. We're going to have some great stuff going on. Yes. So I'm not doing Sims. I'm not doing any of the other stuff. This is probably going to be the only gaming thing I do with my PC. So if you want to watch me play a PC game, this and Among Us is probably the only thing we're going to be doing. So you might want to catch that out. Other than that, yeah.
Are we doing movie night tonight?
Yes, we're going to do a movie night tonight. Me and Bridge was actually talking about it last night. So for those that's listening, you're not going to be able to catch this movie night, obviously. However, you can remember that, and Bridge gifted a sub to Box. You can always catch Real Ones Gaming's Discord, which is in the description. You can hit that invite and join the Discord as soon as possible. And you too can watch a movie every Sunday, 7 p.m. Today, we're thinking about doing Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson. That should be cool. Or we might do something a little else. Yeah, whatever. I'm also thinking next week, I'm not promising, but in the Discord, we might watch Mulan. We might. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, and the Lovecraft Country is tonight, too. We could be watching Lovecraft Country. So, I mean, That's a possibility too, because I have HBO now. Yes. I didn't know if you bought it for your network provider that you automatically get the HBO. It's not called HBO now. It's called HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got it on your cable provider, you automatically get HBO Max. So yeah, I have it now. So we could do Lovecraft Country. Me and Bridge has it, so either one of us could be streaming Lovecraft Country. So that's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Discord. Please join the Discord. You want to join the Discord. So much information. So many things to do. So many people in there you could be networking with. So join. I don't know what you're waiting for. And we got some Call of Duty tournaments coming up. Along with some other gaming stuff that I want to do for the group. So, And shout out to Miss Pinky313, who's somewhere in a bed, crawled up, taking baby aspirins. And I don't know if she pukes in a bucket. I don't know. But she's probably doing that too. We love you. We miss you. We'll see you soon. That ain't it. And until next time, guys, we're out of here. So you guys stay real.